welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to just show you my everyday go-to. I keep saying natural in the video and honestly it's not natural at all. I literally have about 500 layers of makeup on and it's not natural in the slightest, so if you're coming here for a no makeup look then bad bitch. So yeah, I just wanted to show you what my everyday makeup is, because I know that I've been doing a lot of tutorials that are out there and really dark and smoky and cut creases and stuff, and really who's going to want to do that, to be fair, unless. I also showed you a new product, the Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer. I show you that in this tutorial, a little bit of a first impression, and yeah, I just give you some tips and tricks along the way of things that I like to do to make myself look a little bit better and more put together. If you want to see how to get this everyday makeup look, then just keep watching. So even though I'm doing a more natural look, I still like to prime my skin. I just used this Jerome Alexander Liquid Silk Under Makeup Primer. I actually stole this from my nana, but I've never noticed a difference. It's just because my face is feeling a little bit dry, so I wanted to use something like that, and I've ran out of my Laura Geller spackle, so that was what I had in my makeup box and I just shoved it on my face. So I'm going to go over that with the Lumi Magique Well Loved. As you can see, this one's pretty much empty, so I'm just going to use that much of that. This is a good dupe for the Becca, what's it called? Backlight Priming Filter, I think it's called. So I'm just using this to make my skin glowy. I've never really noticed, I've never really paid attention to whether it makes your makeup last longer or anything, so I can't really comment on if it's a good primer for that aspect, but as you can see it just makes your skin nice and shiny, and if you're going for a natural makeup look then it's nice to have shiny skin. So I'm going to go over that with the Professional by Benefit, because I always need to do this. I hate the look of my skin right here, so I need to do this with any makeup I do. So the foundations I've been loving recently are the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. So this is the colour 105 and this is the colour 250. So right now this is my colour for when I've just put fake tan on, and this is my colour for when I'm palest. So right now I'm kind of in the middle. I'm going to mix the two. I actually put fake tan on last night but it didn't really work very well. So I'm going to mix in some of this. Mainly this one I think, and then a little bit of the lighter colour, and they're honestly unreal. Even when I've been going out I've been using these over my more high-end foundations, so they last really well on my skin and they make your makeup look completely flawless. Because they are matte and poreless, they literally make your skin look so blurred. And so I'm gonna get a colour like this, which is more so my shade. I'm just gonna dot this. Should probably have a mirror. So I just like to do dots on my face when I mix them on my hand, because it's just the easiest way. I like to use this with my beauty blender. I've never tried them with a brush because honestly I always use a beauty blender when I do foundation, so but if you are a brush person then you use that brush good. I'm just going to take my Tarte sponge, which is honestly that's disgusting. Look at that. Ugh. I'm just going to pounce that in. I recently went out when I bought those foundations and I bought a different concealer for when I've got tan on, because I was using my Naked Skin concealer, which is far too light, and it was just I wanted something that wasn't so highlighty. So I went and bought the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 20, sort of more of a skin tone colour for when I've got tan on, rather than having that super highlighted under eye. But I'm still going to go in with my Tarte Shape Tape in Light. I know I said that this was creasy, but I've sort of worked out if I go more so just in the hollows. So I normally just put a dot there and a dot there, and then I'll use this to highlight as well and cover up any spots or anything. So I'll literally do it like that, and then even this bit under my eye, that tiny little bit will be enough to prime my eyes as well. These together, I don't blend one out first. I'm going to go in with the Fit Me shade. As you can see, it is lighter than the foundation, but it's not so much lighter, and it's more of a yellow tone than a whitey colour. So yeah, so yeah, I would definitely recommend, if you're wanting to go for more of an everyday natural makeup, to get to get a concealer shade that is relatively similar to your skin shade rather than doing that like super highlighted look, because that will make it look a bit more natural. But yeah, that is what my skin looks like. It's just like, it is highlighted and it's like super flawless, but it looks natural. It doesn't look cakey or like I've got too much makeup. So I'm still going to use my RCMA No Colour powder because like I literally have to. But I've just like tipped it upside down and there's some in the cap just here. Can you see it? So I'm just going to dip my brush into that and go right underneath my eyes. Because I've been trying to use like less powder to make my skin look less. Then for my face powder I've just been using the Rimmel Stay Matte in transparent. This like mattifies your face, but not so much that you look flat and you look like you've got a ton of makeup on. It just never, I don't know why, but I've just never been able to like go out without setting my face, because I just feel like my makeup's just going to come off. Like, do you know what I mean? I go onto my eyebrows, and I don't know why, but I always just leave my skin and then I'll come back to it after. Yeah, so I just take the end of this brow definer and I'll just comb through my eyebrows, because obviously they've got like foundation and shite in them. So I'm just going to try and comb that out a little bit. Even if I'm going for a natural makeup look, like I need to fill in my eyebrows. I feel so undone and like so bald if I have no eyebrows. So I always just do the same as I always do. I take Bubs here from the Violet Voss Laura Lee palette, and I use a MAC 266. So my eyebrows, the way they're shaped, the way they grow in, I always get like that little like spermy bit here. So it like grows in more here than it does under here. But I like it to be like a straight line underneath my eyebrows. So I always start at this bit here and just draw a line to the end of my eyebrow. And I do these little motions like that, rather than drawing like a solid straight. The front bit I'll just do a line under here, and then I won't put any extra product on the brush and just blend it up. This is why I love doing my eyebrows with eyeshadow as well, because obviously they're like made for blending, so when you want to like blend it through the front it's just so easy. Rather than trying to blend like a pomade or a pencil, they literally just blend it by themselves, because these are actually really good eyeshadows and they obviously are easy to blend. So yeah, that's why I like to do that. So the postman, so the postman just came to the door and I literally just had to add to the door like this. One eyebrow done. I could just see him looking at me like, what a freak. If I'm doing like a natural look, I normally don't contour. I normally just use bronzer and like put a lighter powder underneath or something to make it a little bit more structured. So I want to talk about this for a second, right? I went into TK Maxx. TK Maxx, which you would think, why would you go to TK Maxx? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why you should go to TK Maxx. And I was looking at the makeup bit and I found Makeup Forever Pro Fusion Bronzer. Retails £31. I went to TK Maxx. I got this for a tenner. A tenner. The box was sealed. The packaging, like the thing is completely fine. It's not like used. £10. They only had one colour, which was 151. So I don't really know if this is like my colour, or if it's going to be too light, or if it's going to be too... Well, I think it's more of a risk of it being too light than it being too dark, because it is quite a light shade. But £10. I didn't even care if it wasn't my shade. It could have been like the darkest one that they have. I would have bought it because it's £10. So this is my first time using it actually. So this is the first cheeky little first impressions. You can see my mug. Do you want to see my mug? I don't know, it's at Disneyland. It's an Olaf mug. He's so cute. I've picked up a little bit on the Real Techniques blush brush. I've only picked up a wee bit because I don't know how much I'm going to need. I'm scared. I bet this is going to be like literally like foundation shade. I did swatch it yesterday and it didn't really seem that pigmented. I have heard that you have to like build these up, so we gonna try. I don't know, can you see it? This is it. I'm gonna give it another go. I'm not sure. Not sure. First impressions, no. I'm just going to go over with a wee bit of my Too Faced bronzer. Literally the tiniest wee bit, just to sort of darken it up a little bit, because I like to look really bronzy when I have tan on. Obviously, why else would you put tan on? Bleh. So to clean that up, I've got these wee things in a Z palette. This is MAC Emphasize Pro Powder, and this is the Anastasia Banana Powder. I'm gonna put this under my eyes. I love this Pro Powder, like, it's got a sheen to it. It's got like a little bit of like an iridescence to it. Oh, an iridescence. If you're trying to go out with no makeup on, like, this is not no makeup, this is a lot of makeup, but it's just like everyday makeup. But yeah, this gives your skin like the nicest glow, and it makes you look wide awake and nice and youthful and dewy and amazing. This is what I mean by I don't contour, I just like do this. So it's basically like your highlight and your bronzer, which is making it stand out more and getting away that shadow from underneath. Next I'm going to highlight. I'm going to use Laura Geller Gilded Honey. Mine is very quickly becoming a mess. Like I said before, I got the jumbo size from QVC, which is unreal. I actually couldn't imagine not having the jumbo size. Why would you not want jumbo size? Is that what she said? I think so. I know I keep saying this is like a natural makeup look, but I think if I have no like hardly any makeup on, I always just put loads of highlighter on, because it just makes you look so amazing. It makes you look glowy and awake and bronzy and cute. I'm starting back here recently and just doing this little like C. This is why I don't put eyebrow gel in first, because I get highlighter stuck in my eyebrows. Your highlighter, you want to make sure that you're going in like this. See how it's like a C shape round here, and you want to make sure that you're going down diagonally, so like not under here, because that's gonna highlight them pores, and that's gonna highlight them wrinkles, and that is the things that we don't want to highlight. I like to look really glowy when I've got, was I really just going to say less makeup on? Like, I have so much makeup on my face right now, like I am a cake face. But when I am going for like a more natural look, I like to put loads of highlighter on. Well, to be honest, I like to put loads of highlighter on all the time, but I just like it, okay? I just like it. I never ever highlight the tip of my nose, because I hate my nose with a fiery passion. I hate it. I want to chop it off. So I don't like to highlight my nose, because I don't want to bring any more attention to it, because it already sticks off my face. It's already massive, like fucking elephant. Story time. So I've mentioned it before, but I used to have really bad acne, so I've always been self-conscious about my skin, and if I'm ever just going to do a quick makeup look, like if I'm not talking and showing you what I'm doing, I can do this look in like 10 minutes. So if I don't have time, or if I'm in a rush, or if I'm just trying to do something quick to go to uni or to go to work, I'll always just miss out my eyes, because for me personally, my skin is more important, because I'm self-conscious about my skin, and I always want to have like flawless skin. I never want to look like I have any imperfections, but I will do them for the purpose of this video. So yeah, normally if I was just going to uni or if I was going to work, I would stop there if I was just in a rush, because my eyelashes take me a wee while because they're shite. I go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. Mine's is literally running out, so I need to get a new one. But I like this mascara. I'm just going to apply that. I like this mascara because it dries easily, like it dries really fast, and it's nice and black, but this is like basically like a primer for my eyelashes. Like, this is just the first step, because I find when you curl your eyelashes when you've got mascara on, it like holds the curl better. That Slay All Day makeup setting spray. Oh, it matches my top. But this has got like mint in it, like menthol or like something, and it makes my eyes water so bad. Like, if I spray this on, I normally do it before mascara, like I can just completely forget. Or something in it, and it just makes my eyes water. Like, I can't even control it. But I'm going to use it anyway, because I bought it, so I'm going to have to use it up. I'm going to use my eyelash curlers again, because this should be dry now. And I'm going to go right in at the root and really work on curling them eyelashes. Like always, Legendary Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I've been doing a lot of like out there makeup that, like I said, not everyone's going to want to do, so I wanted to just change it up and do something really, really simple that everyone can do and just show you what I do for like a go-to everyday makeup look. If you have any other requests for videos that you want me to do, please leave it in the comments, and don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe before you leave. I would really, really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.